tough to see.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's one where I feel like I can relate to most types of weather over the course of my career, but wildfires are still a strange one to me. Like to imagine it just like ripping through areas. Yeah. So by that measure, our weather doesn't look so bad. It's going to be a bit windy tonight, and then it's going to be colder tomorrow morning. But that's kind of a one-day cold snap. I hesitate to call it that. In any other February, it wouldn't even seem like a big deal.
Weird.
But it's just coming off the transition. Today was foggy in a lot of spots, cloudy everywhere, and temperatures were generally in the upper 40s and low 50s. The rain's starting to fill back in. We'll see more of that over the next couple of hours because right ahead of this cold front, which is here, the moisture kind of converges, and so we're seeing some heavier echoes back to our south and west, and so we'll see some increased rainfall later this afternoon and in through this evening as the cold front approaches. Within that, mesoscale, small scale models are depicting this little squall line right ahead of the actual cold front itself. Now, not everyone's going to get in on this, but if you do, there could be a quick rumble of thunder, strong gusty winds, and heavy rainfall just in a finite line, like a thunderstorm line coming through in the summer. I think that's our best chance to knock out power. If we see power outages, will be right along this squall line. So we're talking probably 8 to 10 over southern and western Maine. It looks like 10 to midnight over central Maine, and then moving offshore into the early morning hours. Right behind that, temperatures crash, snow on the backside, enough to make things interesting, but not enough to really accumulate into much of anything. And then we're in a different zone tomorrow. We're in the 20s, teens, single digits in the mountains, and it'll be gusty too, so we'll have a wind chill factor. Winds tonight, I think, fall short of damaging criteria, but they're noticeably windy. Out of the southwest, 40 to 45 miles an hour along the coast, 50 miles an hour is possible, and even a little bit higher over down east Maine. And then wind shift out of the northwest. That's that front right there. Cold air drags in behind it. So we go southwest strong, then northwest strong throughout the day tomorrow as that cold air filters in. We still have a flood watch in effect for much of the state. I think we're just talking about ice jams at this point. We haven't had that much rain. We're not going to get that much more. And the snow depth is really questionable as far as melting a bunch of snow. So I think we're just thinking about ice jams, the possibility to break some of that ice off and cause some issues. As far as snow goes, maybe an inch in the mountains on the backside here late tonight. The rest of us a quick coating. And we will see some slick spots tomorrow morning, guys. Probably, kind of the typical secondary road stuff. At this point in the winter, even a winter like this, a lot of our main roads have like a residual amount of salt on them, so that helps lower the freezing point. Would you like to get more nerdy about that? But the point is simply that I think we'll see a couple slick spots tomorrow morning. Just be aware of that as you step outside. We go back to warmer temperatures over the weekend. 40s, some 50s. That's with the pesky coastal low. If that low wasn't there, not to tease you, if that low wasn't there though, 60s easily.
Wow.
So that's the kind of air mass we're living in here for the next week or so.
Wow.
I don't have words.
Yeah,
Here we are.
It's very strange.
Thanks, Keith.